How's your day going? Goodyear. I haven't been to Goodyear in a while. Tires? Tire, okay.
Screw in one of them. Apparently that's not good for tires.
Why is it telling me to go to? Oh, there is a side street over there, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. Actually, you don't want to do that over there. It's a little funky. But it'll actually work both ways. So if you go up to... Well, I guess they really want you to go that other way. You can go through this way if you want.
Yeah, I don't trust the GPS.
It's not wrong.
One time the GPS took me up the horse trail to see the Hollywood sign.
No, did it really?
Yeah, cars aren't supposed to go that
Your car would
way.
have fit just fine though.
Yeah, it's 1.5 lanes, a cliff on one side and a mountain on the other. Those poor Australian tourists, I think I scarred them for life. Luckily it was noon, because our GPS went offline for an hour and we didn't know where to go. That is the weirdest
looking thing I've ever seen.
It's like something a minion would drive. So are you born and raised in LA?
Not quite LA, but Southern California.
Okay.
What about you?
I got here 5 months ago, drove from Jacksonville, Florida through I-10 over to here. Not originally from Florida, but I was there for 2.5 years. I've been to all 50 states.
Wow.
I've lived in Kentucky, Ohio, Florida, Alaska, California.
Survived it all? That's good.
Yeah, and I'm here till the end of July.
Well, you're certainly learning the area.
Yeah, I'm glad Google this time was correct about California. It wasn't about Florida.
In terms of which?
Jacksonville, Google told me it was going to be a nice place. Traffic is easy. There's a lot to do. The downtown is amazing. I got there. There's 5 skyscrapers. Nothing is downtown. Nobody lives downtown, and you're lucky to see 3 cars per street.
Yeah.
Plus, it's MAGA central.
Yeah.
Not good. And it was voted last year as the last place on earth you'd want to spend your summer.
By you?
I think...
Did they ask you?
No, it was voted for destinations, and it was the least. I guess that's the polite way of saying, ew, avoid.
Don't go here.
Yeah. The only colors they allow anywhere is red, white, and blue.
That's awesome. It always bothers me. I'm not that kind of a patriot, but it does bother me that my flag was stolen from me. I can't fly it without people thinking, incorrect things about me. It's like, couldn't you have, they kind of created their own flag, and I wish I would have just stayed there with it.
I mean, I went flag shopping one time to find a nice flag for a party, and one of my coworkers grabbed the pride flag and said, "Which country is this for?" And I said, "Do you live under a rock or something?" And I said, "Oh, it's a little principality Trump's trying to get rid of." Where? Everywhere. I'm just glad to have gotten out of Florida before the crazy sets in.
You did Kentucky. How was that?
Nice. It was very nice. A little picky for me. And
my stepsons moved to southern Indiana to go to school, and it's like 11 miles from the Kentucky border.
okay.
everybody and anybody who could fix that sort of thing, they were gone. They were in New Orleans making a lot of money. I had one guy in Kentucky, and I swear to you, I spoke to him about 5 or 6 times. I had no idea what he was saying. He didn't email, he didn't text, he just spoke on the phone. And I was like, I just don't understand exactly what he's saying. And I knew then that I never wanted to go to Kentucky if I could at all help it.
Well, I would never take my car there knowing what I know now, because they salt the roads in the winter and it causes like rust times